G'day everyone, and thanks for tuning in again on CrayonBox Aviation Adventures. We've had a really good one this time. So things go wrong, don't they, when you're flying? And in this occasion we had a couple of things to deal with, but we still got the job done. We've had some pretty rubbish weather for a while, and even some flooding. As you might have seen in the previous video, I flew up the river, Mary River, with a friend, which was in flood at the time. And that's the reason we flew up, to see how much flooding there was. If you've missed the video, make sure you go back and watch it. Anyway, the weather's awesome now, and it looks like we're going to have a great run of weather for at least a week. So we're going to make the most of it and do a bit of flying. And I can tell you now, as I've been recording this video, yes, we've done quite a few flights. But this one, well, yeah, we couldn't miss out on the weather on this day.
CS.
Go.
Red line monitor.
Go.
Quality.
Go.
OSM.
Go.
ULA safety officer.
Go.
Range, weather, and clear to proceed.
Go.
LC, this is the LD on channel 1.
3,
LC, you have permission to launch.
1.
I had planned to go flying to Orchid Beach with a friend who said he was going to go up to Orchid Beach, and I said, oh yeah, well, let's go up there and have a coffee as we've done in the past. But the plans changed, and some of the other mates decided that we were going to fly to Bundaberg. But before we go to Bundaberg, we went to Pacific Haven for coffee first, and then on to Bundaberg for lunch. Anyway, it was raining at Orchid Beach, so that made the decision for us. Let's go to Bundaberg.
One, two. Recording with the new DJI Action 4. Temperature 32.
Want to go home and put a new battery in it?
Okay,
I'll catch up with you.
okay, I'll follow you in. We got, what's time?
I can hear mine. I can't transmit.
Okay, okay,
Sitting on school lots.
okay.
He's coming up.
Yeah, he's coming in.
I've got a spare battery at home. I'll go and...
You go first.
Hey?
I'll follow you down,
Okay.
and you go home.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll follow you in. Okay.
Actually, now that I think about it, going to Pacific Haven was a flight we've recently done. This flight was supposed to be direct for Bundaberg, but did ultimately end up at Pacific Haven.
Mirror traffic, Microlight 6340 in company with 5359 X-Air is entering backtracking runway 17 for a southerly takeoff departing to the northwest for Bundaberg. Mirror traffic.
Greg, Dave and I were going to fly to Bundaberg to meet Steve, as we usually do on a Wednesday. However, this time, and it was Greg's first trip, Greg flew into Maryborough to meet us to get some more flying time, just to make the most of his flying day.
Mirror traffic, Microlight 6340 in company with 5359 is departing runway 17 for a departure to Pacific Haven. Climbing 1,500 initials and Mirror traffic.
And then we all set off from Maryborough. But Greg already had a little problem to deal with, so we decided, let's call into Pacific Haven and get it sorted out. It was only a battery swap. Something wasn't right with the battery. As batteries wear out, things happen. So off we went, and as a result of his battery not being up to scratch, his radio wasn't really working that well, so I did a lot of the radio calls for him just to make sure that people knew that we were travelling together as two.
Traffic Maryborough, Microlight 6340 and 5359 airborne 17. And turning left crosswind, departing overhead the field, tracking northwest for Pacific Haven, 1,500. Airboat traffic. Greg, give me 2 pushes for your receiving. I'm in your 7 o'clock on your coming up at your altitude shortly. Pacific Haven traffic, Microlight 6340 in company with 5359 is inbound 10 miles southeast, 1,500. Estimated time circuit 13. Pacific Haven traffic. Coming over the top, Greg. Take that as 2 honks, so 02 it is. Pacific Haven traffic, Microlight 6340 and 5359 are joining crosswind runway 02 full stop. Pacific Haven.
Microlight 6340 Charlie Tango 4466. Diego, anywhere there?
Negative, will be a quick stop and then we'll be on the way to the Bundy. So we'll see you up there, Dave. Thanks.
4466, copy. Have a good one.
4466, 6340, unless you want to drop in and say good day.
Could you say that again, please?
You're welcome to drop in on 02 and say good day if you want.
I think we're all up the street to Red Bundy.
Alright, copy that, see you there. Pacific Haven traffic, Microlight 6340 and 5359 downwind to runway 02 full stop. Pacific Haven traffic. Pacific Haven traffic, Trike 6340, 5359, short final, runway 02, Pacific Haven.
So we stopped into Pacific Haven. Dave continued on overhead, and we swapped out the battery on the aircraft. Now, by the way, this aircraft now, I believe, has a new battery. It is for sale. So if you're interested, please contact me in the comments. And while you're in the comments, make sure, if you haven't already, to subscribe and give me a like for the video, and ask me anything that you might be interested in about aviation and flying. I don't know everything, but I can turn you on to the people that might know something that you're asking. So please feel free to contact me in the comments.
Copy there.
Yeah, I got you now. We'll see how you go.
Pacific Haven, XF 5359, entering the rolling runway 20, Pacific Haven.
Traffic Pacific Haven, Microlight 6340 enters 20 and rolling, departing to the northwest. Pacific Haven.
So landing 1 was complete in Pacific Haven. Greg and I departed. He went out first. While we were on the ground for probably 10, not even 15 minutes, the cloud had descended upon us. It was now practically, well, I'd say 50-50 overcast, and it was down to 1,500 feet. That means we had the option, we could have climbed above it, but we chose not to, and we chose just to travel underneath the cloud base at about 1,200 to 1,500 feet, all the way to Bundaberg. It was fun.
Southeast, 1,200. Estimate time circuit 50, Bundaberg traffic. Bundaberg traffic, Microlight 6340, company with 5359. 5 miles southeast, 1,200. And we'll be approaching to manoeuvre for a downwind 14, Bundaberg traffic. Microlight 6340 is a short final, short downwind, joining downwind, runway 14, left-hand circuit, Bundaberg traffic. Yes, 5359, 6340, here's your visual. You got me, I'm in front of you now. Copy, thanks. Bundaberg traffic, Microlight 6340 is turning base, runway 14, full stop Bundaberg traffic. Traffic Bundaberg, Microlight 6340, short final 14, full stop Bundaberg traffic. Traffic Bundaberg, Microlight 6340, clear of runway, Bundaberg traffic.
Movable runway Bundaberg.
Alright, that's that flight. We're done. We're here. We're safe. Another different flight for you today. See you later.
So after arriving in Bundaberg, everything went smoothly as planned and we put the aircraft away in the hangar. But later, after lunch, I would discover that there was a surprise waiting for me now. Yes, my aircraft was now in trouble.
Hello.
Would I get home? Or would I be able to fix it and fly home? Or would I have to do something else? Well, it's been awesome flying so far, even though we were stuck at 1,500 feet or lower. And morning tea was enjoyed by all. Greg shot off and didn't stay for lunch, but the rest of us continued on to lunch and met some of the other guys from Bundaberg at the Waves. Or was it Brothers? Doesn't matter, it was lunch. Greg told us when we were on the way home later that afternoon, we could call in for coffee at Pacific Haven at his place and then continue on to Maryborough. And that's exactly what we did. But that comes later. So after lunch anyway, we returned to the hangar and I started to put on my flight suit. And what do you know? There's oil at my front wheel. Now the engine's at the back. So where's the oil coming from? I knew straight away where the oil was coming from. My brakes, my brake reservoir had let go. What was going on there? The brake line from the reservoir, the low pressure line that feeds the master brake cylinder, had split, had actually broken. And that was a result of me manoeuvring the aircraft into the hangar earlier that morning. But why had it split? Why had it given up just like that? Well, a few days earlier, I had been adjusting, changing some things to tidy things up around the brakes in the front steering system. And obviously I'd changed the way that the tubes were cable tied together and put a bit more stress on that hose. But it turns out that hose wasn't the right type of tubing, so therefore it reacted with the automatic transmission fluid, which is what we use in this brake system, and over time had hardened, become fragile and broken. So what was the next plan? We immediately worked out what I needed, and then went out to a shop, an automotive shop, bought some fuel hose and some clips and some automatic transmission fluid. And I was able to fix it within 20 minutes, and we were off. All fixed, better than before. Thank you very much.
Traffic Bundaberg, Microlight 6340, taxis, hangars, down to taxiway Alpha. Taxi Bundaberg traffic.
So Dave and I departed, Steve went home, and we flew to Pacific Haven.
Enters via Bravo taxiway, runway 14 departure to the south, Bundaberg traffic. Traffic Pacific Haven, Microlight 6340 is 10 miles northwest, 3,000 feet, inbound, estimate time circuit, 4 Pacific Haven traffic. Traffic Pacific Haven, Microlight 6340 is joining downwind, runway 02, full stop, Pacific Haven traffic. Nicely caught, don't you think? Good landing, considering it was quite bumpy getting in here, hey? Looks like it's about 5-7 knots. Looks like straight down the runway. But it was a bit rotary by the feels. Yeah, it's a bit gusty on that sock. It's moving around a fair bit, so considering, I think I did a very good landing. Pacific Haven traffic, Microlight 6340, clear of runway, Pacific Haven.
We landed for a coffee. Here's a photo. And Brian came along as well. Brian actually stars in an upcoming video as well when we again flew to Pacific Haven. I won't give you that whole story though at the moment. So we had our coffees. It was about 4 o'clock now. We set off from Maryborough, which was only about 15, not even 10 minutes away probably. And that was the end of our flight for the day.
Pacific Haven traffic, Microlight 6340, lines up rolls 02, and we'll be making a right-hand departure for Maryborough. Pacific Haven traffic. Is 10 miles northwest, 1,600. Tracking inbound Maryborough. Estimate time circuit 05. Maryborough traffic. Traffic Maryborough, Microlight 6340, 1.5 miles, short final, runway 12, full stop, Maryborough traffic. Maryborough, Microlight 6340 is clear of runways, taxiing Charlie. Maryborough traffic.
Traffic Maryborough, Charlie Tango 4466 is 5 mile final, runway 12 for full stop. Traffic Maryborough.
How do you read, Dave?
55, Steph.
Excellent, you too, thanks. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the new audio, everything. I've changed everything, new camera. That's the same. Awesome. Great day out, big day out. A few things happened. Bit different to usual. Alright, see you in another one. Bye for now.
So everything went smoothly in the end, and we had a really awesome day out. And when your mates come along too, it makes for a really fun time, especially when they fly as well. So guys, thanks for coming, and everyone watching this video, thanks for watching. Please again subscribe if you could, and keep your eye out for a new video coming soon. CrayonBox Aviation Adventures on YouTube. See you next time.